Hi. Undoubtedly there are many people out there who have never seen me yet speaking on the subject of retirement. I'm turning 90 next year and have been retired for 30 years. And I've asked myself on a number of occasions, what's the most important thing for other people when they're coming up for retirement or when they're actually retired? The shock of actually finding your working days are behind you and you now have days ahead of you. Perhaps even a full third of your life lies ahead. It did with me, and it is with me now. I retired, so-called, got out of the paid workforce at 59, and 30 years later I'm still around. And the question I ask is, what do most people worry about when they're retired, not when they're coming up to it? Because when they're coming up to it, they seem to think that money and security is the main thing. It isn't. The big thing is, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? That's the important one. You could do what some people do, simply bumble on, doing the things you've always done, watching TV, doing a bit of gardening, walking the dog. But is that enough to keep you motivated? Because you need motivation to keep yourself alive. Whether you realise it or not, you are born to experience life and you have a purpose. You mightn't know what that purpose is, but deep down you know that you do. If you give up on life, if you say, well, that's it, all my important stuff's behind me now, I'll just sit down and mellow away, that's what will happen. You will mellow away very quickly. You probably remember way back when people would start work at 15, retire at 65, and after 50 years of hard grind, would sit around and probably be dead by 67 or 68. Not so today. People are living 20, 25, 30 years and more in retirement. That is a long time. As I've said in other videos, there are exactly the same amount of years between 25 and 55 as there are between 55 and 85, 30 years. What do you do when you're 25? You think, wow, look at all those years, the adventures ahead of me. And you delve into a career, perhaps get married, establish a home, have children, and all of these things happen in the first 30 years. And when you look back from 55, by then you might be a grandparent, you think, wow, a lot's happened. Well, a lot can happen too in the 30 years ahead of you, if you think that way. If you think, well, I'm young retired, and then later on middle-aged retired, and then older retired. Now I know I'm in the older now. My body is showing that to me all the time. But when I first retired, at 59, I was very vigorous, very strong, very agile, and do all of those things, and very enthusiastic about what the years ahead were going to bring. And they brought a lot. I'm a very creative type, so I got into reading and writing, wrote a number of books, wrote essays, stories and things like that. Got out there. Another of my passions is doing what I'm doing now, speaking to other people, but not so much in video as in actual presentations before a live audience. I've done much of that, probably around 2,000 presentations over the years. So I'm accustomed to and enjoy In fact, I love it. I love speaking to audiences. But what do I want to teach them, help them with? Happiness, happiness. I long ago realised that my particular purpose in life, my general purpose, not particular purpose, was to make other people happy. Sound corny? I can tell you this. We get back what we give out. If we want to make other people happy, other people will make us happy. This is the law. This is the law of attraction. I hope what I'm saying here is important enough for you to think, well, what am I going to do with all the years ahead of me? What have I really enjoyed? What are my gifts? What can I give to other human beings? Because as we give, so we get. And if we give out good things, good vibes, that's what we get back. Now remember, you could well be retired for decades. Think about it seriously. Figure out what you really want to do and start in on it now.